Understanding Your Retirement with Nicole Gibbs in partnership with Teachers Pension. So a little bit about me. Like I said in the presentation, I am a boy mom. I have been doing this type of work for over 7 years now. I used to work with State Farm for about 4 years. I'm licensed in Georgia and many additional states. I've assisted over 200 plus teachers with retirement planning all over the state of Georgia, Maryland, Texas, California, just different places. And I am a professional educational retirement consultant with Teachers Pension. So at Teachers Pension, we basically kind of help people think about retirement planning. Retirement is supposed to be a time to enjoy all the things you never had time to do while you work. And if you set that up the proper way, you'll be able to have a great retirement as long as you plan it. So we specialize in educating public employees on retirement benefits and options. We work as a broker, and when you work as a broker, you're not captive to any company. When I worked for State Farm, I could only sell State Farm products. Now that I am a broker, I am licensed with many different types of companies that can help you. One size does not fit all. So that's basically what the difference between a broker and someone that works for like a captive type of insurance company or annuity company. We believe that every employee deserves a dignified and financially sound retirement. So we come around and we educate teachers on what it looks like and what you should be thinking about when you're planning for retirement. We provide resources to help teachers plan or replan their future. So sometimes we'll get with you sitting kneecap to kneecap, and we get down to a holistic view of if you want to save in retirement for accumulation or if you want to save for income. A lot of common concerns that people are worried about is which benefits people normally kind of ask about is income, growth, being able to touch the money and get the money whenever they need it. And a lot of people would love to leave a legacy to their children, grandchildren, etc. The thing that they'd be most worried about is outliving the money, not being able to touch it, and all the things that are opposite to the benefits of retirement. So we kind of think about all that holistically. So in Georgia retirement system, what I'm going to do is send a frequently asked questions based on Alston County. Now, Alston is a county in Georgia, but TRS is answering the questions that the Alston County employees are asking. And it's basically a generic frequently asked questions. It is addressing that particular county, but most of the answers are basically equivalent to what it would be working in Fulton County. These are some of the questions that are on the handout, so that's actually attached to the email. Life insurance is one of the pillars that we always talk about when we come in as teachers, pension consultants, because it's protection. And one of the things that we like to talk about in life insurance is that you don't have to use it. You don't have to die to use it. It could be a part of preparing for your retirement plans and thinking about just medical reasons why you should have some type of protection in place. Life insurance is very important because it's going to happen one day. And these are just some numbers on the age when people normally start to incur some of these illnesses. Some people don't have any type of illnesses, but as we go through this particular presentation, if you have any questions, write it down. You can get in contact with me via email through tnggibbs@tpensions.com, or you could call or text me at 770-771-8538. I'll be more than happy to take a look at whatever you have as far as retirement is in place, since you may have the best thing since sliced bread, or you may need to just kind of reallocate some things to plan better and have better products and better benefits to protect you and grow your money. 40% of Social Security basically takes up the income in retirement. If you want to be at 100%, if you want to be at 100% of where you are now in retirement, 40% of that money is going to come from Social Security. Now, there are some counties that do not contribute to Social Security. So you have to make sure that if you're not, you could supplement that Social Security by getting a second job. You have to work 10 years, well, not consecutively, but you have to work 10 years in order to be able to get Social Security when you qualify. And if you're not getting it from the school that's not contributing to Social Security, you have to find another resource. You also need to think about windfall elimination and government pension offset. The best thing to do with Social Security is logging on to the site, which is ssa.gov, and seeing exactly where you are. Everyone has, with your Social Security, everyone is able to access the site, and it tells you based on that number, your Social Security number, what you have there, if you have any, what you could expect, and all the bells and whistles. Your retirement is supposed to not have any gaps. So the reason we come in is to make sure that you are, one, your pension is knowing what that number is for your pension. Number two, if you have Social Security, knowing what that number is. Number three, what's going in and what's coming out. Based on those numbers, you have to figure out what means you can live within, because once you stop working and this money is just coming into you for the rest of your life, are you going to be able to accept that? And based on where you are, the only way to understand what that's going to look like is if you plan ahead. So we make sure you don't have any gaps in your protection. We make sure your pension is good, your Social Security is okay, and if it's not there, we replace that with saving in something that's going to be that 40% for you. That's one of the ways to do it. And then, of course, life insurance is the protection aspects. So the difference between a 403B, a 457, and an IRA is there are different tax codes that you could save your money in. Some of them have different rules and guidelines when it comes to how the money is saved. A 403B, the only people that can save money in this tax code is nonprofits and teachers and government type jobs. A 457, that's a government type county state job. They normally save in that type of tax code. An IRA, anyone can save in an individual retirement account. Anyone can save in that type of account. So those are the different ways that you can save your money. So if you're not contributing to Social Security and you want to find a way to contribute that small amount towards your retirement, you could choose one of these options based on what field work you do. Saving in a retirement vehicle actually kind of helps you to do some of these things that you're trying to do when it comes to living life. If you need to save money so that you can pay off debt, buy back years of service, have an emergency fund, this retirement vehicle actually helps you do all of that. Now, money grows in 3 different ways. Money grows in fixed, index, and variable. With fixed accounts, you think about your high yield saving accounts, your CDs, things that you could actually purchase when it comes to like money markets and things like that. Something that you're putting cash in and is safe and is nothing's going to happen to it. That's fixed. There's no fees associated with that kind of account. And then you have an index account where you could receive growth from the gains of the interest in the market. That's basically how you get money and not lose any money when you're saving in an index account. You don't lose any money. If there's a downturn in the market, the gains that you actually have increased based on growth remains yours. It doesn't tank with the market. So that's what an index account is. You can only receive but so much interest though. I think the cap is between 8 to 10%. It's no more than, it's definitely less than 10%, but there's a cap amount of growth that you can obtain because it's a safe haven, it's a safe place. So that's one of the stipulations to an index account, but it's one of the safest if your risk tolerance isn't high. Like if you are not someone that would want to kind of participate in a variable account where your money's in the stocks and, you know, mutual funds and things that sometimes could be volatile. Variable is one of the ways you save. So those are the 3 different type ways your money could grow and you could grow your money. This is an example of how your money grows. In an index account, as you can see, you never lose any gains. This is an example of someone investing $100,000 into a this is like a case study. So they invested $100,000. Your fixed amount is the 170 based on minimum values. That's how much after from 1998 to 2016. That's about 18 years. Your fixed is only going to grow by so much, but it is going to grow, especially if you allow it to sit there and forget about it. As you can see, the red line is volatile. It's very up and down, but it always resets. If you have time, depending on your age, you always get back to the top. But so your age works for you. If you do want to kind of look into investing into variable accounts, to have your money grow, that's pretty cool if you have, if time is on your side. But if you are more of a person that thinks about conservative, but you do want to try to just allow the money to grow and forget about it in a compound interest, because normally in index accounts, the compound interest is what makes it grows better over time. And as you can see from this example, that it grew to $223,000 over the 206 from the variable account. So it's a great option if you're thinking about growth. So what I was explaining before is with fixed index annuities, that's a very smart risk. That's what you would save your money in. That's what I could actually help you with. Fixed index annuities, they protect your premium and the principal. So everything that you gain is protected. As you can see with this hard bar line, anything above the hard bar line is high risk. This is your variable accounts. This is where you would want your money to grow. If you want to see significant increase on, saving your money, that's where you would, kind of look into. If you're more conservative, then you want to definitely stick with your fixed index annuities, because it's a smart risk. You don't lose any money. Low risk, like I said, is CDs, money markets account, and cash. So that's a clear picture of exactly what we can do. So some of the things that we do to help you, we kind of have you think about when you're thinking about retirement is tax-free retirement options. Life insurance offers a lot of tax-free retirement options that many people don't know about. College planning, debt elimination. The less debt you have in retirement, the better your retirement is for you. So if your home is paid off, your vehicle is paid off, and you're expecting this money for the rest of your life, you're probably going to be in retirement for about 25 years at least. So whatever that number is, you want it to be significant enough to take care of everything, including inflation costs. We also provide information on student loan forgiveness, mortgage refinance purchases, and asset protection. So get with me if you would like to schedule some time to talk. My information is tngibbs@tpensions.com. I look forward to our individual virtual meeting with you to discuss your questions and needs.